Okay, so we've got to address this big rumor going on now when it comes to the MCU and what the fate of Kang the Conqueror is going to be. All right, so this is supposed to be a leak, although there's no source on it, and this Twitter poster in the past has also confirmed incorrect information, but also they've confirmed correct information too. Marvel source on Twitter says confirmed in the Fantastic Four, the First Steps post-credit scene, Kang the Conqueror variant will be killed by Doctor Doom. Now, I had already talked about here on this channel a couple weeks ago that Robert Downey Jr. being announced as playing Doctor Doom was going to make his debut in the mid-credit or post-credit scene of Fantastic Four, and that was going to lead into Doomsday. Right? So that part fully we've gotten behind. It's been revealed by an actual leaker. That's straight. But the big question is, okay, well, what's going to happen to the Kang Dynasty? What's going to happen to the Kang variants? Are we going to assume that the TVA and Loki got rid of them? That was one of the possible endings for Loki season 2, to where they wrote it to where it could have been a way to write Kang out, even though that it was not intended to be. Because after what Loki did, yes, he did become the Lord of Time, but nowhere did it state that he himself got rid of the Kang Dynasty. If anything, the Kang Dynasty, in theory, is already out there based on Loki season 1. Because season 2 sort of flipped season 1 on its head, and it gave Loki the power of He Who Remains, but we haven't seen Loki destroy any timelines. That's what Kang did. So what a story would it be? And I have more to add to this. Is if in this movie we see the trio, and we're probably not going to see them, we're not going to see Jonathan Majors' face. I just don't think we're going to see their faces. We can see them all lying down, and we can see, like, you know, the helmet and, you know, what Rama Tut and Immortus are wearing down on the ground. And then it cuts over to Doctor Doom, and he himself killed them. And then it's explained a bit more later. But like these people are asking, confirmed by who? We don't know if that's really going to happen. However, this is not totally unprecedented. When the Jonathan Major scandal first broke, a lot of people, and I mean a ton, were saying that it would make sense if the Robert Downey Doctor Doom character took out the Kangs. Maybe even in Kang Dynasty, there even early in the film or mid-credit scene. So this is not new, like a new concept. However, there is something to this. There is a comic book connection. We go back to Secret Wars. Here we have Doctor Doom ordering Ultron to kill Kang. Ordering Ultron to kill a Kang variant. Now, if Robert Downey Jr., who played Tony Stark in the MCU, is now supposed to be an evil variant of Tony, whether his name be Victor Von Doom or not, wouldn't it be extraordinary if he had his own army of suits, which was foreshadowed all the way back? This was foreshadowed all the way back in the Iron Man movies and Avengers, where he said his dream is to have a suit of armor all over the world, which is what led to the creation of Ultron. Wouldn't it be awesome if Ultron returned to the MCU as Doctor Doom's army? Talk about tying together the other Avengers movies. The hero of This is actually pretty good. The hero of Endgame. The hero of Endgame. The man who sacrificed himself for Thanos, a variant of his, is not only harnessing the previous MCU Avengers villain prior to Thanos, which would be Ultron, and now has fulfilled what Tony Stark wanted, but in an evil and twisted way. And it would give the other Avengers a reason to fight. I actually really like this. The more I think about it, the more I like it. The more I think about it, the more it seems like it would make perfect sense if Doctor Doom had his own little mini army of Ultrons. At least that variant of Doctor Doom. Doesn't have to be the original. It could be a variant of the other Victor Von Doom. There's many ways to play this, right? And that Doctor Doom was a super genius. I mean, the regular one is too. Like Tony Stark, and then it all sort of connects. And now they're going to have to deal with fighting one of their own and fighting Ultrons again, except these are going to be even stronger because they were actually made by the man himself. Like, there's a lot of ways they can take this story, yo. There's a lot of ways they could take this story. So I actually hope it does happen, because at least then the theater going public that didn't see Loki and the ones that are waiting to see a resolution on Kang, at least it's a way to close the book on Kang the Conqueror. At least they can, instead of just having that be a hanging plot thread, I would love it if they cut to the same place, saw a bunch of explosions, and then they cut to where the 3 Kangs were at the end of Quantum Mania, and they're all laid down face first. And Doom is the one who has touched the multiverse. I like that idea, bro. And it actually writes the Kang character out. It's too bad. Part of me still wanted to see what Kang would have done. He would have been a great villain for the Avengers. But it's a way to write him out while also propping up Doctor Doom as the next big villain. And it makes perfect sense. What do you think about this rumor? I'm going to title it as a rumor. I'm not going to say it's confirmed, because it's not. What do you think? If you're stopping by for the first time, leave a like on the video. And please leave a comment, because I really want to hear what people think about this sort of idea. I know that it might not be the comic book Doctor Doom, but they could always introduce that one later and just use this one for this Avenger story. There's lots of ways they can do it. I mean, there's lots of things they can do. Anyways, man, take care. Let me know what you think in the comments below.